Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're getting ready for the first round matchup between the New Heights Christian Academy Cougars and the Thomas Jefferson Independent Day School Cavaliers. Cougars wearing their whites tonight. They'll be listed as the home team, the number 4 seed. Thomas Jefferson in purple. They are the visitors, the number 5 seed. First introducing the Cavaliers, number 11 is Will Twiss, a freshman, 5'7". Number 12, his brother, Jack Twiss, a sophomore, 5'9". Number 30, 6-foot sophomore, Spencer Long. I believe he's the cousin of Max Long.
Yes.
Number 35 is Ethan Renger, 6'2" senior. He was the goalie for the Thomas Jefferson soccer team, all-district goalie. And number 40, Cole Thurman, the 6'5" junior. Cole played some travel basketball with some of these New Heights boys. For the Cougars, we have senior number 1, Jace Walker. Junior number 3, Ben Schumacher. Junior number 22, Cannon Miller. Sophomore number 23, Broderick Burns. And junior number 25, Adam Stanton. Jaden Smith, homesick today. Jaden's had a couple nice games in a row for the Cougars. Leading scorer, been averaging around 18 points those last couple games. Opportunity for someone else to step up tonight to score some of those buckets. All right, opening tip underway. Stanton and Thurman. Thurman's able to win the tip, and we're underway with this round 1 action of the Mercy Warrior Classic. The younger Twist on the ball. Long back up top to Twist, to the older Twist. Thurman from the elbow, jumper off the backboard. Renger gets the offensive rebound. Back to Jack Twist, spins. Jace Walker defending. The younger Twist on the ball. Into the corner for Long. Long with that ball over his head, back up top to reset. Into the corner for Renger. Thomas Jefferson in the overload set. Twist does the jump stop through, finds a bounce pass to Long. And Long gets called for the travel as the trap came underneath. Walker with the first set, throws it to Burns. Burns able to react to it, get to it. Into Stanton in the paint. Stanton turns, tough shot, and puts it in. Twist gets trapped on the full court press, and foul called on Walker as he got a little on the arm.
Yeah, he kind of got his body halfway through the trap, and that can get you in trouble then because you start moving your arms around to follow the ball, and just got him on the arm.
Jack Twist over to the younger brother, Will. Being pressured up top by the 2-3 trap. Long in the corner. Renger and Thurman down low. Ball to the block to Thurman, and Stanton's called on the push from behind. Ball into Thurman. Gets a shot, but off the front of the rim. Quick outlet by Stanton to Schumacher. Schumacher to the basket with the left, comes up short. Long pulls down the rebound for the Cavaliers. Cougars pick up full court. Twist picks up the dribble, gets it over to Will Twist. Into Thurman at the elbow. Thurman in the paint, making a move, steps down, and can't get the shot to go. Burns there for the rebound. Burns quickly out to Schumacher on the left side. To Miller at the wing for 3. Off the front of the rim, Thurman taps it to Renger, and Burns gets called for the aggressive foul. 3 fouls early on the Cougars. Twist back to Long. Over to Will Twist, the freshman. Down low for Thurman, but too high and out of bounds back to the Cougars.
Did a good job on the trap, and it caused him to overthrow the guy that was leading it down there then.
Schumacher over to Burns on the right wing. Burns across to Miller at the top, swung to Stanton into the corner for Schumacher. Back to Burns, into the paint for Stanton. Stanton with the baby hook, and can't get it to fall. Thurman's there to clear. Out to Twist on the right side, running down the right side of the court. Trap comes with Burns and Walker. Burns backs off to defend, reset back to the top. Over to Long on the left side. Long looking inside for the overload. Switch over to Jack Twist on the right side. Twist into the paint. Stanton defending. Miller comes in, gets a hand on it. Loose ball goes to Burns, but deflected away. And it's going to be Cougars ball on the inbound.
Yeah, we've gotten some good looks inside, and we've had that one good-looking three-pointer. We just haven't been able to finish so far.
Burns over to Schumacher on the right wing. Picks up his dribble, looks for an option, gets it back to Walker. Deflected by Twist. Twist at the basket, puts it in, and the Cavaliers have tied it at 2. Schumacher across the timeline. Twist defending over to Walker on the right wing. To Schumacher at the elbow, another steal by the Cavaliers. Long on the left side, loses the dribble, able to get it back, but gets called for the travel.
It's Long's second travel.
Walker bringing it up for the Cougars. Across the timeline to Schumacher. Dribble handoff to Burns. Burns tightly defended, spins into the paint, down low for Stanton. Stanton off the glass and in. And Stanton will go to the line to complete the three-point play. Good dish by Burns as he spun through and found Stanton on the little lob pass underneath. Spanish-speaking ref calling out the shots. Stanton can't get the free throw to go, and Thurman pulls down another rebound for the Cavaliers. Jack Twist in the corner. I'm sorry, that's Will Twist. Ball rims around and out of bounds, back to the Cougars. Decker and Long subbing in the game for the Cougars. Miller and Burns subbing out. Walker across the timeline. Over to Decker on the left wing. All the way across to Schumacher. Back to Walker at the top. Long at the free throw line. Puts down the dribble. Gets to Schumacher on the top. Schumacher kicks it back to Walker on the dribble handoff. Into the corner for Stanton for 3. Decker into the paint. Floater is good. 6-2 the score. Trap comes. Decker gets a foot on the ball. Loose ball. Schumacher steals. To Decker down low for Walker, and Walker puts it in. 2 more points for the Cougars, and the Cavaliers want a timeout. The Cavaliers can score, or the Cougars can score in bunches, and that showed it right there as they got the steal off the press after the made basket.
Yeah, especially once we get the press and get them frustrated with it, making some poor decisions. We've got enough quickness and good aggressiveness that we stay and hound that ball until it basically can't be pestered anymore.
3:43 on the official clock. 8-2 the score. We got 4 games tonight. Greenwood versus Exeter started off the night. Number 1 versus number 8. Went as expected. Greenwood dominated that game. All right, back to the action. Number 33, that's Yosef Mokhtar in the game for the Cavaliers. Cavaliers able to break the press into the corner. Mokhtar back to Twist. Twist thought about the shot, gets to the free throw line, pivots through, back to Mokhtar on the left wing. The younger twists into the paint, flips it over, deflected away, but Mokhtar is able to get back to the ball. Ball inside for Thurman, back up to Twist, into the corner for Mokhtar. Thought about the three, drives into the paint, steps through. Flip shot, can't get the roll, and Stanton pulls down the rebound quickly out. Walker to Schumacher, and Schumacher loses the handle out of bounds back to the ref is coming in to help. I think he saw a deflection on the Cavaliers.
He's one that's not bashful about coming in and helping. That referee is.
Walker inbounding for the Cougars. Up top to Schumacher. Schumacher into the paint, floater, too strong, tipped out. Stanton's there on the backside to get the rebound. Stanton into long at the elbow, backdoor pass for, or attempt by to Decker, but it was behind Decker and out of bounds. Back to the Cavaliers. Will Twist into the corner, gets trapped by Walker and Long, able to get it back up top. Mokhtar gets trapped and loses it out of bounds. Ball back to the Cougars. Schumacher gives it to Walker to come up the middle of the court. Finds Stanton at the top of the key. Stanton at the elbow, down low for Walker in the short corner. Walker across for Schumacher, thought about the three, drives in, back to Stanton at the elbow, and he nails it.
Good ball movement again.
Ball across to Twist. Twist between his legs, down low for Thurman. Thurman spins, Long, quick, tightly defending, and traveling on Thurman as he tried to keep repositioning. Good job by Max Long holding the spot. Burns back to the table to check in for the Cougars. Walker across the middle, gives it to Stanton at the top. Stanton to the elbow, wants the jumper, and he gets it. 12-2, 10-point lead now for the Cougars. 1:53 to play here in the first quarter. Twist picks up the dribble over to Mokhtar to the younger Twist. Twist through traffic, picks it up at the free throw line. The sophomore Twist into the short corner, finds Thurman in the paint. Floater is good. Schumacher quickly up over to Walker. Walker for three, off the front of the rim. Mokhtar's there to pull down the rebound. Cougars press. Walker got a deflection, but Twist gets it back. Over to Renger on the right wing. Back to Twist. Twist driving in, kicks it back into the corner for Mokhtar on the line. Too long. Stanton's there on the backside for the rebound. Quickly out to Walker. Walker all the way to the rim and draws the foul. And Walker will go to the line to shoot two. That's the second team foul on the Cavaliers. 1:06 left in the first quarter. First shot off to the right. Schumacher subbing out as Burns checks back in the game for the Cougars. Mokhtar and Renger subbing out for the Cavaliers as Long is back in, as well as number 14. That's Jack's Wisdom. Neither free throw goes for Walker. The Cavaliers have the ball back in the front court. Twist through traffic to Thurman from the top. Rebound deflected, and Long scoops it up for the Cavaliers and puts it in for the easy bucket. Burns to Stanton at the top, to Decker. Down low for Stanton. Stanton turnaround jumper off the back of the rim, and Long pulls down the rebound. Twist into the paint, through some traffic. Rebound to Stanton, out to Walker. And Walker can't get the shot to fall, but does draw the foul. He'll go back to the line. Walker good on the first. 13-6, 20 seconds left in the first. Gets the roll on the second. Cougars in full court. Twist down the left side, pushes it back to the middle. Into the corner for Wisdom. Wisdom back up top for Twist. He wants the three. In and out. Rebound by Thurman. Back to Twist for three from the right wing, and it's short. Burns pulls down the rebound, outlet to Decker. 1 second on the clock. Decker down for Walker, and that's not enough time. And that will end the first quarter, 14-6, Cougars leading.
Just haven't got quite the rhythm on our setup. Not hitting all of our shots that we can, but we're doing a good job moving the ball around. But we're not getting nearly as many transition buckets off our, after they made some adjustments on their press breaker and swinging it all the way back around. We're not getting as much pressure and getting those transition buckets, and that's allowing them to come down and set up and slow the game down.
Yeah, they're relying a lot on Will Twist to bring it down, the freshman, with his left hand. So if the Cougars can make an adjustment there to trap that left-hand dribble, I think they can get some opportunities to steal.
Cougars ball on the possession arrow here as Stanton had kind of mistimed his jump.
Walker takes a seat for the Cougars. Ben Schumacher back in the game. Decker over to Schumacher. Pulls up from 15, too strong. Decker deflects it out to the younger Twist. Jack Twist tries with the hook shot on the right side. Too strong, quickly out by the Cougars. Ball deflected, Stanton's able to get back to it. Burns down low for Decker. Decker rises up, blocked by Long. Down low, Thurman's there to get the bucket. Burns quickly out ahead. Into the corner for Decker. Decker switches it back to Stanton at the top. Into Long at the free throw line. Schumacher from the right wing for three. Off the front of the rim, rebound pulled down by Wisdom. Ball to Wisdom. Back to Twist. Into the corner for Long. Overload set for the Cavaliers. Stanton tightly defending. Decker reaches in and deflects it away on the ball to the elbow to Wisdom and knocked out of bounds. Will stay Cavaliers ball. Decker subbing out as Walker checks back in. Ball switched all the way around. Thurman on the low block. Trap comes back to Wisdom. Thought about the three. Drives in baseline. Long's there to cut him off. Back up top to Thurman. Thurman pushes through. Rises up for the jumper. And Thurman puts it in. 14-10 now the score. Schumacher with the ball. Back to Walker up top to Burns. Burns looks in for Long. Driving to the middle. Finds Long on the backdoor pass. Long, good positioning. Puts it in. 16-10. Wisdom into Thurman. Ball tipped. Gets back to the younger Twist. Over to Long on the left side. Drives in. Tough shot. Too strong off the backboard. Max Long there to pull down the rebound. Out to Burns. Quickly to Stanton into the corner for Walker. Walker baseline picks it up. Finds Burns at the elbow. Burns through off the glass. And a nice finish by Broderick Burns for two. Foul called on Walker.
Broderick's had some good dishes inside, driving and finding the guy on the opposite block several times now, and that time he got some repay of slashing down the middle and Walker hitting him for a little bucket off the glass.
Will Twist in, gets to Thurman at the free throw line. Spins, rises up from the free throw line and nails it. Ball into Schumacher on the far right side. Decker back at the table to check in. Burns at the top. Finds Long at the elbow, flips it to Burns. Burns to Stanton in the corner. Stanton spins, ball deflected by Long. Twist there to steal.
Oh, he traveled. They let him get away with that one.
Into the corner.
Oh, they
and
call
that
make
one
a
is called.
Yeah.
I actually thought that was clean. He picked up his pivot foot, but he got rid of the ball before he got his pivot foot back down, in my opinion.
Looked like he drug that back foot though.
Schumacher through the middle. Over to Decker, tightly defended. Back to Schumacher on the right wing. To Burns at the top, switched across to Cannon Miller. Miller looks for Schumacher at the elbow, into the corner for Decker. Decker back to Long, up top for Schumacher. Schumacher looks in. Back over to Miller in the left corner. Cougars looking around. Over to Miller, open for three on the left wing. And he got it.
Yeah, we need to be able to hit a few of those to start loosening that center up, because right now we've missed all the threes except for that one finally went. If we can start hitting some of that, they're going to have to honor that.
Jump stop to Thurman at the free throw line, and he hits it again.
He's on fire.
Decker out ahead, all the way to the basket. Decker off the glass, can't get the roll. Long tips it out. Into the corner for Decker. Back to Long at the elbow. Long into the paint, kicks it to Schumacher. Schumacher for three, he got it.
Now we're starting to get heated up. That's going to change the whole game. They're going to have to do some different.
Trap on the corner. Twist is able to get around. Into the corner for Long. Baseline drive. Off the glass. Burns backside rebound. Burns tightly defending, is able to put the dribble down. Out ahead. Burns through the middle. All the way to the basket. Deflected away by Thurman. And it'll stay Cougars ball underneath. Adam Stanton at the table will check back in for Max Long. Number 50 for the Cavaliers is Jackson Radius in the game, back in the game, and Ethan Ranger also in the game as Long and Wisdom sub out for the Cavaliers. Burns looking for an option, gets it to Miller in the corner, up to Schumacher. Over to Decker on the left wing, all the way back to Miller in the corner. Miller goes baseline, spins, back to Stanton. Stanton gets the dribble down into the paint. Tough shot, deflected by Thurman. Loose ball and controlled by the Cavaliers. Radius all the way across, try to make the cross-court pass. Decker rises up to steal. Decker into transition, into the paint. Soft floater and puts it in. 12-point lead now for the Cougars. And the Cavaliers are going to take a timeout.
Looks like a 30-second timeout this time.
This is definitely a game that the Cougars should win, but it's not an inevitable game. And I think that's the story so far tonight, is that the Cougars are going to have to play well enough to win. They just can't, you know, they've had a couple games in a row where there's not much they could have done to lose. But
Right. This will be a much better game to get them ready for the next game if they can play like they should.
Cole Thurman having a nice game, receiving that ball at the top of the paint, the free throw line area, and knocking down several shots already. Twist with the dribble, splits the double from the free throw line. Too strong, and Burns there to pull down the rebound. Quickly out to Schumacher. Stolen, actually deflected, loose ball, and now stolen by the Cavaliers. Twist in the corner for Radius. He looks in for Thurman. Thurman spins to the middle. Stanton able to defend and get the rebound. Burns out quickly on the left to Miller in the corner. Miller, the runner. Thurman gets a hand on it and secures the rebound. Twist to the elbow, finds Thurman in the paint. Thurman trying to find an option. Takes the hook shot, several rolls on the rim, and finally drops off. Burns another rebound for the Cougars. Finds Schumacher on the backside. Schumacher to the basket. And he gets the roll. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Renger on the left wing. Finds Radius at the elbow. Twist drives in from the right side. All the way to the glass. Ball rolls away. Thurman there for the offensive rebound and loses it out of bounds. It'll stay Cavaliers ball. That's number 23 at the table to check in, Simon Studer, subbing in for the freshman Will Twist. Into the corner for Studer, but can't handle the low pass and out of bounds. Back to the Cougars. Stanton checking out of the game as Max Long checks back in for the Cougars.
Give him a little bit of a breather here before the break.
Ball to Miller on the right side. Dangerous pass. Schumacher's able to secure it at the elbow. Schumacher finds Decker in the short corner. To Long, tough pass stolen away. That's number 50, Radius, into the corner for Twist. Twist flips it to Thurman. Thurman looking for an option, back out to Twist for three. And another close shot, missed. Burns pulls down the rebound. Pass out to Miller, he can't handle it, stolen away by the Cavaliers. Twist at the top, over to number 23, that's Studer. Twist into the paint, runner, and this time he gets the roll. And timeout by the Cougars.
Yeah, I don't know if Cannon just took his eye off of it looking to do what he was going to do. The pass was right there at his hands. We get caught doing that every now and then. We get excited to do something with it when we're pushing the ball up and just take our eye off of it for a second before we secure it.
All right, Stanton checked back in the game for this last minute of the first half. Cougars leading by 12, 28-16. Schumacher brings it up over to Miller on the right wing. Burns at the top to Schumacher. To Burns at the elbow, finds Long on the bounce pass down low. Long gets his own rebound. Little Pat statting and puts it in.
One stat taken away, another stat added.
Ball over to Studer. Looks in for Thurman at the elbow. Kick to Renger from the right wing. Rebound to Long. Long to Stanton in the middle, over to Miller. Into the corner for Schumacher. 18 seconds left. Stanton from the elbow, quick shot. And rebound pulled down by the Cavaliers. 10 seconds remaining here in the first half. Trap comes. Twist able to dribble through. Studer with the left hand from the top. And off the side of the backboard, or off the side of the rim, I should say, off the backboard. And that will do it for the first half. A 14-point lead going into halftime for the Cougars. We'll take a halftime break here and be back for the start of the second half.
Did you get the keys to the second half to pop up?
I don't have keys to the second half. I do have a preview of the game, the number 5 seed Thomas Jefferson versus the number 4 seed New Heights Christian Academy. We just put up the matchup of the Ozark 7 record. Cougars have had 3 easy games, Exeter, Verona, and Wheaton. All right, third quarter is underway. Back to the starting 5 for the Cougars. Twist into the paint, gets the runner, can't get the roll. Thurman there gets the offensive rebound and puts it back. Walker out ahead on the right side, picks up the dribble, finds Schumacher on the right wing. Back up top to Walker. Ball deflected by Twist. Walker gets it back. Up top to Miller. One more to Burns. Burns pushes into the paint, loses the handle. Stolen by Ranger, quickly out by Twist. Twist to his brother down low with the left and off the glass. And the Cavaliers score a quick 4 points to start the fourth quarter to make it a 10-point game. Schumacher at the top, gets it over to Walker on the right wing. Back to Schumacher into the short corner for Stanton. And foul called on Long. Cougars ball on the sideline. Walker inbound for the Cougars. Into Schumacher at the top, over to Walker on the wing. Into the corner for Burns. Burns back up top to Schumacher for 3 off the front of the rim, and Thurman pulls it down. It's a little flat on that three-pointer by Schumacher. Spencer at the left wing. Back up top. Twist on the right side. The younger Twist back to Long. Baseline drive by Twist, loses the handle, gets it back to Ranger. Ranger can't get the shot as Stanton boxes out and gets the rebound. Walker picks up the dribble, deflected by Long. Quickly out by the Twist brothers and can't get the roll. Stanton quickly out on the opposite side in transition. Miller to the paint, acrobatic finish off the glass and good. Jack Twist picks up the dribble, gets it over to Will on the left side, back to Spencer Long at the top. Long at the elbow, back to Twist. Twist baseline drive. All the way across. Pull-up jumper from 10 feet. Rims around and goes in. I think that side of the court is a friendlier rim.
Yeah.
And the Cougars are going to take a timeout. Cougars holding a 10-point lead, but not doing really a lot to separate themselves from the Cavaliers. Cavaliers doing a good job with on-ball defense, deflecting several balls out of the Cougars' possession. It's one of the things that happens when you play weaker teams is that you start to get weak with the ball. Because you have so much open space, you forget what it's like to be pressured. It's a good game for the Cougars to get back in sync of being strong with the ball. Cannon Miller set to inbound for the Cougars as they restart play. 5:50 to play here in the third quarter. Cougars holding a 10-point lead, 32-22. Walker with the ball over to Miller, to Burns on the left wing into the corner for Schumacher. Schumacher looking for Stanton in the short corner. Back up top for Schumacher, puts the dribble down, kicks it to Miller. Miller back to Schumacher on the left wing for 3. And no good, Thurman pulls down the rebound. Long on the left wing, back up top to Twist. 3-point shot from the younger Twist. Thurman there for the offensive rebound, finds Ranger down low. Stanton gets the block, out to Burns, quickly to Walker. And Walker at the basket puts it in. Cougars, nice transition play off the block. Cougars in full court. Cavaliers able to break. Jack Twist picks up his dribble all the way across, gets it to his brother, Will. Will puts the dribble down, resets up top to Long. Jack twist from the free throw line down low for Ranger, and Ranger puts it in for 2. Back to a 10-point lead for the Cougars. Schumacher left side finds Burns at the elbow. Burns puts the dribble down low for Schumacher, deflected. Stanton's there and puts it in. Back to a 12-point lead, 36-24. Ball all the way to the basket. Burns there for the rebound. Burns into transition. Looks down low for Walker. And Walker, well defended by Long, but enough for a foul. Will go to the line to shoot 2. Walker good on the first. Long and Ranger subbing out as Wisdom and Radius sub in for the Cavaliers. In and out on the second. 13-point lead now for the Cougars. Wisdom across the timeline to twist into the corner for Radius. Radius all the way across, stolen away by Walker. Walker out to Miller on the right side, into the corner for Schumacher, quickly to Stanton. Stanton spins into traffic and draws the foul. And Stanton will go to the line to shoot 2. Stanton can't get the first to go. Good on the second. 14-point lead now for the Cougars. Cougars in a 3-quarter court trap. Ball across the timeline to Wisdom, into the corner for Radius. Trap comes, back to the top. 3-point shot from the wing, off the back of the rim. Burns, Schumacher there for the option. Secured by the Cavaliers, into the paint by Wisdom. And jump ball as Burns is able to get his hands on it. Cougars have the arrow. Burns and Miller subbing out as Long and Decker check in the game for the first time this half. Walker up the middle of the court to Stanton at the right wing. Stanton at the top, over to Walker. Into the short corner for Decker. Decker looks across, finds Schumacher. One more to Stanton at the top for 3. It's good. Like that play set by the Cougars. Decker all the way through, and then Schumacher's able to hit Stanton at the top for the open 3. Ball passed into the corner, out of bounds, turnover back to the Cougars. (41-24), now a 17-point lead for the Cougars. Walker over to Schumacher on the right side. Schumacher puts the dribble down, back to Walker on the right, into the short corner for Decker. Decker finds Long from 10 feet. Decker on the backside pulls down the rebound. Turnaround jumper. Stanton comes in, fighting with Mokhtar, and out of bounds. Foul called on number 33 for the Cavaliers, Yusuf Mokhtar. Ball underneath for the Cougars. 4th foul of the quarter on the Cavaliers. Walker inbounding. Gets up top to Decker. Decker to Long at the elbow. Into the corner for Stanton for 3. And he got it. Now a 20-point lead for the Cougars. Wisdom across to the younger Twist. I'm sorry, that's the older Twist. Jack Twist all the way to the basket. Can't get the finish as Stanton pulls down the rebound. Quickly out to Walker in the corner. Back to Decker on the run. Decker through some traffic and draws the foul on Wisdom. Decker will go to the line to shoot 2. Wisdom probably could have taken the charge there, but he reached his hands down to to grab the ball and kind of gave up his legal guardian position.
Yeah. It's hard not to when you see a ball that gets loose.
Decker gets the first to go. Now a 21-point lead for the Cougars. Short on the second. Decker fights for his own rebound and gets it back. Back to Stanton. Stanton at the top, over to Decker on the left side. To Schumacher. Back up top to Walker. Walker to the left wing for Stanton as he looks to Walker in the elbow. Down low for Decker. Tough pass. Decker's able to get to it. An acrobatic finish for Logan Decker. The Cougars lead by 23. Ball to Wisdom. Walker swipes away from behind. Decker sets up the dunk and didn't have enough on it. Trap comes. Wisdom to Yusef Mokhtar at the elbow. Twist into the paint, jump stop, kicks it back for number 23. That's Studer. Ball stolen away by the Cougars, long to Stanton. Stanton all the way across for Walker in the corner, and Walker sprains his ankle bad on the ref. That's not a good looking situation. I didn't grab a replay there. Let me see if I can pull that video back. Walker's able to limp off.
Burns and Miller checked in for Walker and Decker. And Long checked back in for the Cavaliers.
Long over to Twist, into the corner for Mokhtar. Down low for Thurman. Thurman finds Mokhtar on the backdoor cut. Long's there to defend, deflects it to Stanton. Stanton out ahead to Burns on the left side. Burns able to hold his pivot, puts the dribble down into the paint. Runner off the glass is good. 49-24, Cougars pulling away. Mokhtar to the elbow, back to Studer. Schumacher deflects, trap comes all the way across. Back to Long, being tightly defended by Burns. Burns gets a hand in it, deflects it away. Back to Twist in the paint. Twist to the corner for Long. To Thurman at the elbow. Down low for Mokhtar, and foul called on the floor on the Cougars. That's the one thing the Cougars are lacking on, is that elbow to down low feed, that high-low action.
Yeah.
They're getting lost on in fact, that time they had a triple team on the elbow and gave up the underneath pass. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Thurman with the runner from the free throw line and gets the generous roll.
It's got to be that rim at this end. It's definitely generous.
Schumacher gets the dribble down, kicks it to Miller. Miller into the paint, rises up. Too strong. Cavaliers get the rebound. 10 seconds to play in the third. Miller tightly defending. Twist picks up the dribble. Over to Studer. Stanton and Schumacher doubles. Ball deflected away, and that does it for the quarter.
Yeah, I was lucky we didn't get that phantom travel sometimes whenever they do the double step with the same foot but kept the pivot foot and didn't slide. But the referees did not call the phantom travel on Burns on that step, because a lot of times they do. Anytime anything looks a little awkward, even if it's not a travel, we've seen it many times in games where they call that a travel.
Yeah, you wanted it on them earlier in the game. All right, the Cougars stretched out that lead. They got it down to 10 at one point in the third quarter.
They scored straight four. We were up 14, and they scored 4 straight points off of missed and turnover and got it down to 10. And then we flirted back and forth between 10 and 12 points for a while. And then we finally started hitting some shots and hit a 3, and we went up by 17. And then we've just kept expanding it since then.
Yeah, Stanton had consecutive 3-pointers in that run. All right, fourth quarter underway. Long on the right wing. Into Mokhtar, 3-pointer in the corner from Twist, and he hits it. $20-point lead now for the Cougars. Burns over to Walker on the left side. Walker picks up the dribble into Stanton. Stanton's able to step to the ball. Down low for Long, and kick called on the Cavs. It definitely hit his foot. I don't know if it was fair to call that a kick, though. Into the corner for Burns. Burns back up to Miller. Miller able to secure the pass to Stanton for 3 from the left wing. Thurman there for the rebound. Ball falls to Long. Jack Twist through the middle over to Studer. Inside to Mokhtar, down low for Thurman. And Thurman puts it in. And again, that high low by the Cavaliers. Cougars are going to have to clean that up. That assignment to the elbow is going to have to be more clear. And that's the thing about the zone. You sometimes have 2 guys coming to the ball instead of just the one that's needed.
Yeah.
Miller at the top. Picks up the dribble, over to Burns on the left wing. Burns down low for Stanton, tough pass. Ball out of bounds back to the Cavaliers. Cougars in a half court. Twist gets through the double, down low again for Mokhtar, and 2 more points for the Cavaliers. Walker just telegraphed that. Twist read it all the way, stole, and scores. And suddenly, it's a 14-point game.
Oh.
Burns and Walker miscommunication. Turnover again to the Cavaliers. Twist steps through.
Ooh.
Able to get the ball back. Studer into the corner for Thurman for 3. And he got it. Just like that, an 11-point game. Cavs are back in it. Stanton to Miller. Over to Walker. Walker at the top, over to Burns on the left wing. Burns tightly defended, finds the backdoor cut for Stanton. Stanton can't get the finish, and the Cavaliers pulled on a rebound with a chance to make it single digits. 6 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Down low again, and foul called on Long. Cole Thurman going to the line to shoot 2 to get it within single digits.
Yeah, it's one of those things. We had a great look down low, just couldn't finish. And then now we turn around the other way, and they've got a chance to cut it to single digits.
Thurman too strong on the first. Decker and Schumacher subbing in as Miller and Long check out of the game. Thurman too strong on the second. Can't convert on either free throw. 11-point lead by the Cougars. Walker over to Schumacher on the right wing. All the way across to Burns on the left. Burns puts down the dribble, picks it up, gets it to Schumacher in the corner. He dribbles back to the top, over to Walker, into the short corner for Decker. Decker's able to handle the deflection. To Stanton in the middle. Stanton loses the dribble, gets it back, and puts it in. And the Cougars stop the bleeding a little bit, 51-38. Decker comes in and steals. Decker with a good crossover dribble and to the basket. Logan Decker immediately comes in and changes the game for the Cougars.
There we go with a timeout again by the Cavaliers now as Cougars open back up. They had a chance to cut it to 9, missed both those free throws, and then immediately it goes back up to a 15-point game. We've been on the other end of those free throws and missing 2 whenever it could help us either extend or retract the score that's going on. And
yeah, there's those points in the game that are just so instrumental in changing the momentum, and missing both of those free throws. And it just so happened that that free throw was a long miss that kind of put the Cougars out on a break and got them going again. Still a sloppy set for the Cougars that got him back in it. The ball was deflected into Decker. Decker's able to handle the deflection, then got it to Stanton. Stanton lost the dribble, got it back, and put the basket in. And sometimes it's not as pretty, but it is effective. Trap comes, twist, good back dribble to get through it. Will into the corner for Long. Back up top to the older twist. Into the corner for Mokhtar, down low for Thurman. Thurman on the block, nice post move off the glass. Across the timeline to Schumacher on the left side. Schumacher tightly defended, gets it to Burns. Burns to the elbow, kicks it to Walker for 3. Off the front of the rim, and Mokhtar and Stanton go for it. Falls to Thurman. Cavaliers out on the break. Down low again for Thurman. Fight for the rebound. Thurman's able to get it back. Loose ball, Burns pulls it down, out to Walker. Walker, good dribble down. Can't get it to the finish, though. And Cavs pull it away. Burns comes in, steals the ball on Twist. Twist lost the ball and went in for the steal back, and gets called for the foul.
The recovery.
Recovery, yeah.
Fumble recovery. That's when you get people colliding. Loose balls. I think younger Twist took more of the brunt of that play.
Walker to Stanton on the right wing. Back to Walker. He'll take the 3. Too strong. Burns gets a hand on it. Deflected to Stanton. Stanton over to Schumacher. Across to Walker. Walker into the paint. Rises up. Off the front of the rim. Decker's there to save it in the corner. Decker back up top to Walker to Stanton at the top. Burns at the free throw line looking in. Drives to the basket. Thurman there to block it. And last touched by Burns. Ball back to the Cavaliers. Walker subbing back out of the game as Cannon Miller subs in.
It's like he's kind of favoring that ankle a little bit.
Will Twist back in for the Cavaliers as Studer subs out. Miller defending on Twist, picks up his dribble. Dangerous pass too high. Goes over the top and turnover back to the Cavaliers.
That was the younger brother look at the older brother. Did you see that? It's like, what was that?
Yeah. Burns inbounds to Schumacher. Over to Stanton on the right side. Stanton pulls up from 10 and he nails it. Back to a 15-point lead for the Cougars. Jack Twist with the dribble. Crosses over, loses his foot. Decker's there to pick it up. Decker all the way to the basket. And back to 17 points. Cavaliers want another timeout.
Yeah, they do the little where they get some buckets kind of cut into the lead, and then they just have turnover. There was double turnover right there. That led to 2 easy buckets, which is what Cougars like to do. We like to create turnovers and then push it, get transition buckets. But we have done a good job of moving the ball around when we have slowed it down. We just haven't always hit our shots, but we've usually gotten good looks.
Yeah, we miss a little bit of that dynamic play. You can see when Decker's in, we have it back, but not having Jaden Smith in the lineup tonight, he's out sick tonight, but not having him in the lineup has definitely affected some of that dynamic transition play that the Cougars rely on. All right, back to the action. Cavaliers inbounding. Twist over to Long on the left wing. Long back dribbles to reset. Over to the younger Twist, into the corner. Jack Twist, quick 3, Stanton blocks it. Burns tries to save, but steps on the line. And it's a Cavaliers ball underneath. Good closeout by Stanton on that 3-point attempt. Down low for Mokhtar. Miller got the block from behind, but pushed through him to get it. And foul called on Miller. Mokhtar will go to the line to shoot. Mokhtar gets the generous roll on the first.
It's been that friendly roll at this end of the rim, that's for sure.
Too strong on the second. Miller there to pull down the rebound for the Cougars. Miller down the right side, picks up the dribble, gets it to Burns. Burns back to the top, over to Miller on the right. Looking into the short corner for Decker. Miller picks up his dribble, gets it to Burns. Burns to Stanton at the elbow, down low for Decker. Decker reverse layup.
Oh. Nice look, nice series of passes there.
Twist into transition. Good job by the Cougars to pick him up. Long at the top, thought about the 3, drives in, kicks to the corner. Will Twist for 3. Ball rims out, Stanton there for the rebound, quickly out to Decker. I'm sorry, for Miller. And Miller finishes at the basket and draws the foul. Miller will go to the line to shoot for the 3-point play.
Got the friendly roll at this end that time.
60-41 now the score. Ball into the front court for the Cavs. Wisdom on the left wing. Burns is able to get in there and steal. Burns out in transition to the basket, and he gets it to go with the tough finish. Twist picks up the dribble, Burns trapping. Over to Wisdom at the top. Miller reaches in and steals. Miller off the glass too strong. Back out to Schumacher, deflected by Twist, and ball out of bounds will stay Cougars ball. Miller inbounding for the Cougars. Stanton at the elbow, turns, looks down low for Decker. Decker off the glass, cleared out, back to Burns. Schumacher for 3, gets his own rebound in the paint, kicks it out to Miller. Miller for 3, and he got it. Studer with the ball on the left, takes the three-pointer, and he answers. .21 lead for the Cougars, 65-44. 1:20 left to play. Burns all the way to the basket. Fights for his own rebound, gets it to Decker. Over to Stanton in the corner. Stanton all the way across for Miller for three. And can't get that one to fall. Radius gets the rebound on the backside. Studer puts the dribble down, Burns tightly defending. Schumacher comes on the trap, ball gets to Wisdom. Wisdom goes baseline. Reverse layup, Stanton's there for the block. Loose ball, Cavaliers able to retain possession. Back to Wisdom, over across to Studer, down low for Radius. Radius, tough shot, too strong. Offense rebound again by the Cavaliers. Three-point shot long, but Radius is there on the backside, and he puts it in for the Cavaliers. 30 seconds to play. Schumacher gets the dribble down to the elbow, back up top to Burns. Back up top to Stanton as the Cougars will run the rest of the clock. 19-point lead, 65-46. That's going to bring us to a final. Cougars win the first round matchup against the Cavaliers. Well, we have more action tonight. Let's see here. We have the 7 o'clock game is the number 2 seed Lighthouse versus the number 7 seed Sarcoxy. And then 8:30, McAuley versus Golden City. We won't be broadcasting those on YouTube, but you can go to Misha TV to check out those broadcasts if you like. We'll be back here Thursday. I think I have that bracket.
7 p.m. on Thursday now.
You can see Greenwood and New Heights advance to the 7 p.m. game on Thursday, and then the winner of this game and the winner of the McAuley Golden City game will play Thursday at 8:30. There's also 4 o'clock and 5:30 games on Thursday. So us moving to the winner's bracket means that win or lose Thursday will play our final game on Saturday. The loser's bracket will play their final game on Friday night. The Greenwood matchup will be a tough test. It'd be a great win if the Cougars could beat Greenwood.
It's a good thing we had a warm-up game that was a little more challenging than the last games we've played, like you said, before we have to play a really good team like Greenwood. So that's good that we had opportunity to kind of get some of the bugs worked out and get back to where we had to take care of the ball and work a little harder. So.
See if we can pull up that current Class 3 standings. Cougars new to Class 3 this year, although we've talked several times that it's been probably the easiest transition to Class 3 you could imagine, because the teams that are Class 3 in boys are just right on the cusp in our district of being Class 2. Miller, Ashgrove, to name a few of the teams that were Class 2 last year. Marionville, Class 2 2 years ago.
I don't know. We'll have to see what Broderick's going to do.
See if we can bring up the Class 3 standings real quick here. Here's a look before tonight's games of the Class 3 records. See, the Cougars are right at the bottom of that list for Class 3 with 4 losses, 14-4. This win tonight puts them to 15-4. Greenwood about halfway down the list there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th on the list. They're now at 16-3, so that puts them in good shape for class ranking. Not that this really means anything, but it's always nice to see who the teams are that are successful. Of course, a lot of it has to do with the strength of their schedule.
Right.
It's always interesting to see the teams that are on this list, though. You can see just down a ways from, or just up a ways from New Heights is a familiar name to the Cougar family from our soccer run, Valley Park, who is the state champions in soccer. They have a senior, Will Gary, that's going to Lindenwood on a Division I baseball scholarship, and all-time leading soccer scorer in Missouri. And I watched a highlight of him throwing down a two-handed dunk last weekend, so pretty good athlete. Anyway, that's always interesting to see those names pop up in other areas. All right, well, that's all we have for you guys tonight. We'll send you through the second half recap as we close out. Thank you for tuning in, and hope to see you back here Thursday for the matchup against Greenwood.